Hello guys, Logical Viking here with another video for you guys. In this video I'm going to be criticizing progressive memes about why anarcho-capitalism is bad. So if you don't know, anarcho-capitalism is heavily based around the non-aggression principle, which basically just means that you shouldn't go around hurting people for no reason. You don't hurt someone unless they hurt you first. Uh, yeah, so progressives usually or often disagree with this principle. Yeah, for some reason, progressives usually disagree with this. They think that force and coercion and stuff like this is fine, even though like the person is completely innocent. They've never aggressed upon you in any way. Uh, but that's not how they criticize the principle. The way they criticize it is by trying to point out contradictions or silliness in the showing how the principle is absurd. Okay, so yeah, let's look at some of the memes that the progressives are spreading to try to convince people that anarcho-capitalism is stupid. And by the way, guys, these are usually used against libertarians as well. So, ancap ball is the meme. Let's see if we can find some good ones here to analyze. So look at this one, for example. When the local meme lord copyrights the dab and you accidentally cover your sneeze, which he mistakes for a dab, so you get thrown in private prison for not paying royalties, and you don't have enough bitcoins to hire a private jury. Got to love ANCAP balls, so here they're basically saying that so in the ANCAP society, of course, there is no government and everyone's just going around following the non-aggression principle. So if you know anything about the market, you know that if you let people be to their own vices, that's the best thing for the economy and well-being overall. So here they're kind of uh, postulating that if we just follow the non-aggression principle, like there's just gonna be like warlords that are just gonna own everything, and they're gonna have like these copyright laws that are just mindless. Like, yeah, if you dab, that would like no, if you covered your sneeze and it looks like a dab, like what the fuck? Like, of course that's not gonna get you thrown into prison. That's just stupid. Like, let's see of some other memes. When your wife is pregnant but the fetus is causing nausea on her, so you force her to abort the baby at Planned Parenthood TM for violating the NAP. The NAP is just the non-aggression principle, and you sell the fetus as food on the fetus market. Like, these people, like, they think all libertarians and ancaps are just these psychopaths that don't care about anyone. It's just crazy. Uh, yeah, of course. If the fetus is causing nausea, we would not aggress upon the baby, as the baby does not have agency in any way, so it cannot be held liable for the actions it's causing. Like, these people don't know anything about agency and how the NAP actually works, because the NAP presupposes agency, in fact. So let's see on another meme. Um, yeah, this one is classic. Total sociopathy is literally your ideology. This is actually the opposite of what the non-aggression principle is. The non-aggression principle says that you should not aggress upon anyone unless they aggress upon you first, right? That's the most empathic system you can have. Like, just imagine in the communists and all these people, they think it's fine to just go around and just kill people because you disagree with them. They can just run into the government. This is what it's all about, right? Like revolution. Like, oh, if you think the government is oppressing you, just go and kill all of them, right? Like, don't care about anyone. Just kill anyone if there's something you don't like. If you're like, these are all like the progressives. That's all they talk about. It's just killing people that are oppressing them, even though it's just crazy. Let's see on another meme. What about this one? Yeah, these are all like these progressives are so uncreative as well. It's always the same memes every time. When you hire the Metal Gear mercenaries packaged from Warcorp in order to overthrow the feudal lord next door, like, do you really think that in this like peaceful libertarian anti-ancap society that it will just be warlords controlling everything? No. Why would, if everyone's just left to their own vices, why would anyone ever allow like a warlord to rise up? Like, if a warlord is a problem, like you would just not let them rise up. You would just, since everyone's engaging freely and there's no coercion, everyone will do what is best for themselves, right? So if a warlord is bad for society, people will never let the warlord actually exist in the first place. That's the beauty of the map, right? It just leads to the best outcomes for everyone. And anyone who studied economics knows this as well, that if you just let people do what they want, it always leads to the best outcome. Let's look at another one. When a giant capitalist hires a private army to occupy the entire free nation TM and sets up an you see all of these are just the same memes, like there's nothing even more to critique. Once you have critiqued one or two of them, like all of them are done for. Like, this is just propaganda at this point. When the bourgeoisie tells you that capitalism is human nature, so you bring them to the wall and tell them, oh, this is like a true one. This is like a true one. This is someone who obviously got tired of all the ANCAP ball memes, so they made their own meme. But the funny thing about this one is that it's actually true. Um, yeah, this is really funny. Yeah, yeah, crazy. Whoa. Okay, let's look at one more. One more. Let's find a good one. Uh, well, maybe we can search something else. ANCAP ball meme. Okay, here it is. When the private school TM of your kid gives him 10,000 homeworks that's violating his will, so you put 80 plasmatron dynamites on the school and blow it all up, creating a toxic rains that ends up by contaminating the entire city and everyone's dying there because healthcare. Yeah, this is a boring one. I saw one about light pollution, which is really silly. Light pollution. Let's see. By the way, I'm using DuckDuckGo because then they don't track your info and your position. So it's like a free way of yeah, Google logs all of your info. You know, if you have cookies on Facebook, they connected all the threads together and they know like, oh no, they know that my personal identity is like, searching those memes. It's really crazy. Yeah, well, yeah, I can't find the meme, so I'll just end the video there, okay? Yeah, see you next time, guys. Logical Viking here, and out.